Hey there, I'm Mr. Terry, a high school history teacher. Welcome back to another History Teacher Reacts video. All right, we're back with some more Family Guy to check out, to commentate, and of course react to. Now this video compilation is all focused on Russia. So I apologize right in advance to all of my Russian viewers and Russian supporters or whatever. But hey, Family Guy hits everybody all across the world, even including making fun of us Americans. But anyway, I'm hoping to look out for any like historical related stuff so I can comment and maybe explain a little bit of it because I'm a teacher and that's what I do. Let's get started.
So much trouble when they find out I wrecked Brian's car. They'll probably ship me off to Siberia. This sucks. I hate it here.
Shut up. Drink wolf milk and watch Russian cartoons.
We now return to popular Russian cartoon Shoe and Shoeless.
Shoe and shoeless. One is meaningless without the other.
Hey, it's the message of Soviet socialism. We all need each other, right? So go to Siberia. That was a common thing back in Russia where you would send dissidents and criminals. You'd send them out to Siberia. You know, you might have heard of like the gulags, prison camps, stuff like that. But yeah, that was a real place you would send off to, and not a place you want to go. So yeah. All right, what we got here?
Okay, Stewie, this is favorite Belarusian children book called Good Night Moon of Chernobyl. Good night, Chernobyl moon. Good night, radiation house. Good night, melted phone. Good night, glowing milk.
Yep.
Good night, bleeding grandpa's eyes.
Oh,
good
yes.
night, two-headed cat. Good night, nobody. Good night, blocks and blocks and blocks of nobody. The end. Next book. Everybody poops. Blood.
Whoa. So in Belarus now, Chernobyl is actually in Ukraine, but a lot of it, the radiation that it explains. If you know about the Chernobyl accident, I mean, check it out. It's fascinating and devastating to think about how bad it really could have been. Anyways, but yeah, it was right near the border of Belarus and Ukraine. And the radioactive particles and stuff went kind of northwest of there into like Belarus was part of that too. And there's some horrifying stuff they talk about the effects of that thing on people. And to be honest, that lady might not be very wrong.
He made it! Your dog is in orbit!
It's wonderful!
They did
How do we get him back now?
Oh, about that, we do not.
Oh, my poor dog! He will die up there!
It did die, the dog they sent up there. It was sad, yeah, they were, you know, as the Soviet Union, you know, basically hit most every milestone in the space race. The only one was putting the first, like, creature being into space, which is a dog. I forgot the dog's name. Remind me down below. I forgot the dog's name, but yeah, setting that, of course, first person with Yuri Gagarin. So I always felt bad for that dog. All right, what's going on with Stu? Is he gonna get sniped?
Natalia, safe baby.
Okay. Oh geez, who's coming after that? Why not just Russian housewife still here?
Why would I?
Brian!
Oh no! Brian! Wait, why?
No kissing, under bed.
Megan and Chris? Oh dude, she is... Alright, everyone needs themselves a Russian housekeeper, maid, nanny. Oh man, what are they gonna do? Oh, she's just I'm pretty sure this is in every
Where are we going?
You going home. Count to
Action
3
movie.
and pull cord.
No! I don't know my number!
Oh no, you gotta be able to count. Okay, yep, it's sealed it. We all need a Russian nanny. Wow. Okay, where are we now? Welcome to Russia, birthplace of the haggard old woman. Oh gosh.
How do we know where to start looking?
The tracking beacon I shot into Mayor West's ankle will allow us to locate him.
That Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase.
Wow, those are the Russian people?
What?
I mean, granted, you do think of bears on unicycles when you think of the Russian people, but
No, not really.
they're all bears on unicycles?
Bears on unicycles, everyone.
So what do we do now?
We're undercover U.S. agents in a hostile foreign territory. We just got to make sure we don't do anything that makes us stick out.
Hey, they're not bears on unicycles.
Wait, so who are they then?
You are under arrest.
Oh, time to lose this costume.
The
Because we're
Babushka
in
dolls.
Russia.
We're seeing those dolls. They get smaller and smaller. Those are of Russian origin, I do believe. All right, this is the Kremlin here. So down the Moskva, the river here. Kremlin used to be an old medieval fortress. Had different functionalities during, you know, the Russian monarchy years and stuff like that. So it's like interesting. The big wall around it. You see this fortification, and then their government basically operates there. Vladimir Putin, Prime Minister. All right, here we go.
Here are the American spies we captured, Mr. Prime Minister.
This would have been back when he was president, though. He went back and forth. You look into the Russian Constitution. The president of Russia, you can serve 2 terms consecutively. Then you have to take a term off, if you will, and then you can come back. And Vladimir Putin's basically been able to basically do that on and off for over like 2 decades now. And when he's not as president, you know, he become prime minister and still exert a lot of power. Nunchaku? Oh, it's like from Indiana Jones.
Spanish?
If you didn't know, Vladimir Putin was actually in the KGB, the kind of spy agency. Think of it like the CIA, where he came up through that before he entered into politics. High-ranking official.
Yakov Smirnov.
In Soviet Russia, car drives you.
You know, you're going to think I'm crazy, but it's such a nice day. I was kind of thinking of taking my shirt off and riding a horse there.
That's his thing.
Out. That's totally my thing.
Yeah, Putin does. There's all these pictures of him shirtless.
The sun feels good on my drunk chest.
Yeah, that was common. There's a lot of pictures of him shirtless.
Welcome to Russia, Peter.
Man, Russia has the hottest and ugliest women in the world.
Oh,
all
God.
10s and 1s. Wow. Whoa.
10s and 1s.
Whoa.
Yikes.
Wow. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm a whoa.
Poor Peter.
So what do you do for fun around here? You got DirecTV?
We have Time Warner.
You got HBO?
We have Stars.
You got ESPN?
We have Fox Sports 1.
Does that come in HD?
420p.
You got
Everything you say, I say something little bit worse.
You got Simpsons?
We have Family Guy.
I did it to myself.
Yeah, he got back there. That was great. Those are all like, yeah, the lower
Over
versions
here
of that.
is where we rig every American election.
Oh, no.
Also, American
Confirmed?
football. What? No! It's true.
Not American football. Spent Tom Brady. Go down the deflated
Leave that
football.
gorgeous piece of ass alone. I was right about you from the start, Putin. You can't just do whatever you want in the world and get away with it. It's time someone stood up to you and survived.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Going the authoritarian route there of people that get, you know, removed, you know, conspicuously. That is St. Basil's Cathedral right there. Very famous piece of architecture. It is, you can see the walls for the Kremlin over there as well. So like over here. So this is part of kind of the Red Square big area. Not too far from here, you're going to see the mausoleum of Vladimir Lenin. Yes, still still preserved for view by the public over now the 100 years after his death. So it's like, you know, interesting. But yeah, beautiful building though. Beautiful building. Kind of looks like it's got like ice cream on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are here
like
to
Rocky
see the
IV.
fight to determine East-West superiority. Fighting for Russia, President Vladimir Putin.
Probably be a good fighter.
Fighting for America, Kevin James.
Everybody here thinks I'm Kevin James.
The comedian. Yeah, it's like Rocky IV. Drago! Oh, Peter's getting rocked. Come on, Peter, you've got to have some power. He's not very tall, but yeah, he's pretty strong. I feel like how Rocky was. Rocky just, I mean, it's every fight Rocky, right? He gets his butt kicked in the beginning and then just resiliently comes back, right, at the end. I guess Path reading ground weird. It doesn't use the alphabet we use.
I can't believe it, but it sounds like the audience is starting to cheer for the America.
Yeah, just like the movie. All right, how's he gonna finish him off, or is he?
Enough!
Adrian, I mean, Lois.
Lois, what are you doing here?
I'm not really here, Peter. You've been hit several times in the head and sustained severe brain trauma.
Yep.
She's right. This has gone too far. There are other ways to settle our differences.
Say you.
Yes, say me.
Oh, with a dance? Oh, the song. Got music. I gotta move it along.
Next day, he poisoned me on the limo ride to the airport with radioactive tea. Body weight, all my hair, and I have lesions that'll never heal. That's our president's best friend.
That was good. Oh, Gorgu. All right, final thoughts. All right, well, they hit Russia in about every way possible, historically, culturally, economically, just didn't hold back. But of course, that's what Family Guy does. Hey, you know, I've been asked about, like, why cover Family Guy, you know, your educational channel, and I've kind of repeatedly said this. I mean, of course, people love Family Guy, right? And I always hope that I can be a bridge between, like, mainstream culture and history. And sometimes, like, stuff like this can be that bridge where they'll put in, you know, historical things, and of course they're making fun of it. But I hope there's some things, like, first off, you don't just take the stuff at face value, like, oh, that's exactly how Russia is or whatever. But I always hope it can help people down a path of wanting to get into, like, history more accurately, you know? So when you see stuff like this, whether it's Family Guy or The Simpsons or epic rap battles of history or Philomena Kunk and all that stuff, that it can be that bridge, right? And hopefully I could play a part in that. So anyway, it's fun to check out this stuff. Anyways, you heard what I wanted to say. Okay, with that, thanks again for being here. If you want to check out some other Family Guy reactions, commentary, I got a bunch out there. And if you've got other good compilations of stuff, I definitely want to hear it. Be sure you share it. You can share it down below. Of course, come over to the Discord server and you can drop it over there. So with that, we'll see you next time. Bye.